Agent Hitler, FBI.
Godzilla versus King Kong. Oh, yes. I know. I'm a little late to the party. Yes, I have something called school. So, if you know my YouTube channel, love you guys. If you've seen my videos, you would know that I'm a pretty big World War II fan. But I'm also a Godzilla fan. So, it wouldn't be a very big surprise seeing my reaction to the first trailer. I went to the bathroom straight after that.
Mom, I just loaded up a porno.
So they started coming. I was like, oh yes. I went straight to the end. I noticed that there's only 47 of my favorite characters.
Hey, stop!
But then I saw it on the 27th of March. Take that, America. So I watched it, and did I enjoy it? Yes. But of course, it does have a couple flaws, just a couple. You know, we're gonna have to mention them. Because nothing's perfect. A couple things that's perfect. So, let us get to it. But before we go to the review, just a couple things.
Hey! Shut the f*** up!
What's up, motherfuckers? It's me from the future. I'm just here to clarify, mention a couple things throughout this review, so we shall have some fun. Parece un puto retrasado. We shall start with thanking Walker Dixon, Jet Animations, and Colonel Gasmask for sharing my Iwo Jima video. Dankeschön, muchas gracias, thank you, arigato.
No. Thank you for sharing the videos. I appreciate it. I love yous. I'm supposed to be the main person in the video. F you guys. We're gonna start the review. We're gonna start from the things that aren't too bad. They aren't too bad, but you know, there's still flaws. And then we'll go up to the real shit. The real shit. Oof. Number one, the trailers.
But Jackson, the trailer has nothing to do with the movie, you fucking idiot. Yeah, well, I'm not the only one, and hey, I have a right. I make trailer-like videos. You. Three main things that I don't like about the trailer. The music. I just don't like the music, okay? Leave me alone. Here we go! No, and it's not that I don't like, that type of music, that genre of music. No, I'm totally fine with that. In fact, there's a song, Stop Me, that would have went great with this film. But, you know, they used that song with another similar movie, so, The other problem, if you look at previous MonsterVerse films, or just films in general, films nowadays work like this, at least from what I've seen. You have 3 trailers. Hey, we're making this movie. Second trailer. Hey, look at our effects. And the third trailer is like, hey, it's coming soon. And then after that, you got a couple spots, you know, but in this film, it's like, hey, we're going to have one trailer that's going to grab people's attention, and everything else are TV spots, which I would be okay with if they didn't have, like, 0.2 milliseconds of spoiler scenes. Not spoilers of the story, but, like...
Not good. Not good. Number 2! Let me get the script. No returning monsters. Where's my boy Rodan? Where's my boy Behemoth? Where's my boy Bart? Where's Scylla, huh? Where are they from the last movie? Bitch. Even the toys put Behemoth. Why? Look, I'm not saying that I want to see Godzilla fight Behemoth or Rodan or something. No, it's obviously that the main thing is Godzilla and Monkey, but you know, just show them sleeping, just show them eating, show them fucking shit. Yeah, bruh. Third point, Hollow Earth. I'm not complaining about the Hollow Earth. The Hollow Earth is the best scene in the whole movie, but there's just so little of it. There's so little of the Hollow Earth, and it's a shame because it's maravilloso. It's like, you know, it's like this is the ground, right? And then there's another ground. So it's like in the middle. It's like mountains and then ground. Cool, man. Everything, and I do mean everything. It's great. Proteins. And speaking of Hollow Earth, where the are the flashbacks? The Vietnam flashbacks. Where are they? They keep talking about this war of giant lizards and monkeys just fighting each other. Like, why can't we see that? Zack Snyder with the Justice League movie did a cool flashback scene. Why can't we have that? That is not good. What?
Nothing.
So, if next movie isn't on, like, the entire movie isn't on, Hollow Earth or showing the Great War, I still love you guys because I want more movies, but please do it. But of course, there is obviously one problem. Everyone is talking about, I mean, look, it's the humans. It's like, the human characters suck. Like, it sucks. And just because of the humans, the movie's called Godzilla vs. Kong, but just because the humans suck, like, the movie's bad. Shut the up. Back to what I was saying, Yes, it's the human. I knew it! I swear to God. Yay! I love the human characters. Woo!
That is a lie. You want to hear my opinion about the human characters? Just watch any review ever. Yes, they're boring. They're not interesting. They're about as flat as a pancake. The way the characters in this film works is you basically have two teams. You have Team Kong and then you have Team Godzilla. Team Kong is not that bad. I mean, it's Team Kong going with Kong to the Hollow Earth to get an axe and yada yada yada. I shit you not. The second I saw Godzilla group, I was like, people are going to f***ing hate this group. And I was right, because if you really think about it, if they weren't in this film, the film would be the same. What did they do? Temporarily stutter Mechagodzilla. My main problem with the humans in MonsterVerse films is how in every film, there's a new set of characters. What happened to Ford Brody? I mean, I know he wasn't interesting or memorable in the first film, but even I'm like, hey, how's he doing in this world filled with monsters now? For me, the best cast of characters were the King of the Monsters. Like, they were great. I know in many cases they were quite cringy, to be honest, and maybe not too funny, but, that gave them charm, to be honest. They reminded me of the crew from the Godzilla 1998 sequel series, which was precioso. Just this ragscally, gaggly crew of scientists helping Godzilla fight other monsters. Like, come on, man. The only exception of, changing these cast of characters would be Kong Skull Island, because that movie's set in the 70s, so there's context to that. But it's like, just bring back characters, man. What happened to Charles Dance? Huh? The villain in the last film that literally opened Pandora's box and almost led the human race to extinction.
The worst part of the entire movie, for me at least, this is the biggest shit stain in the entire movie that it's not even possible to clean it with toilet paper.
What the fuck is toilet paper?
Ren Serizawa. What the f***? What the f*** did you do with my boy Serizawa?
What the f***?
What the f***?
The f***?
No.
Dude, what the f***?
Dude! What the f***? Dr. Serizawa, my boy. Love you. Ken Watanabe. Arguably the best character in all the Monsterverse, next to Bryan Cranston. So, with such a great character that they then killed in the sequel, because that's the only thing they can do in sequels. I saw the trailer and I'm like, oh look, it's the son of Dr. Serizawa. So it's like, well then. So I'm eager to see what they do to this character. They've continued the best character, the bloodline of the best character in the whole series. What happens? What happens? Una puta broma,
Sí, la verdad es que sí. Sí.
Ni puta gracia. Es que ni puta gracia. Es que ni puta gracia.
No.
The worst part about this whole thing is that if you're not a fan of the Monsterverse, You wouldn't even notice this. It's understandable because they don't even mention it. It's like, oh, I'm a man in suit. I'm obvious bad guy. Here's my henchman, Ren Serizawa. And they don't mention anything. They don't mention if he's the son of Dr. Serizawa or anything. They don't mention anything. The son of the best character has like 4 lines of dialogue. 4! Cuatro! I'm not complaining that he's the bad guy.
You know something they don't show either?
What?
I think it's very odd. Is if Kong has a dong.
Dong.
You get what I mean.
The point that I'm getting at is they don't show anything. They don't show his motives for wanting to kill Godzilla. They don't show anything. They don't. No. It's just, hey, I'm a bad guy and I'm making a big ass robot to kill Godzilla. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. And it's like, sure, supposedly the plot is in the graphic novel. I don't have to read a book to know what a character's motivation is. Just tell me why he's doing it. I don't care if it's good or not. Just tell me. Just tell me. And then after all that, he's going there. He's like, I'm gonna connect myself to Mechagodzilla, and then he goes like that, and he dies. But with all that, all the shit,
I didn't love Godzilla vs. Kong.
I enjoyed 2 minutes.
About fucking giant monsters. So it's all dumb, but the end result of that realization wasn't just like, oh, then you just enjoy it for the
This is gonna be some text level beef right here. But instead of defending Zack Snyder films and liking Tomboys, I defend the Monsterverse and like, by the way, text that video on the Monsterverse.
Kong Skull Island took place in the 70s and had John C. Reilly in it, and no one even knew that movie came out.
Yes, I know this isn't Godzilla vs. Kong, but you better take that back.
Funny enough, the Hollow Earth stuff is kind of a carryover from the last movie. But in the last movie, they went to Hollow Earth, and it looked completely different from this Hollow Earth, and also they nuked it. So it was like they retconned what Hollow Earth looked like, or they just hoped no one remembered that they went to Hollow Earth in the last movie, and that they blew it up.
They retcon the Hollow Earth because that's not the Hollow Earth. That's just a Godzilla temple. Well, was a Godzilla temple before, you know.
Also, I could be wrong on this one, but I'm pretty sure Godzilla should be about twice the size of Kong at least. I mean, look at this shot of Kong from Skull Island, where he's holding a chopper in his hands. Then look at this picture of Godzilla from 2019. Notice how he's towering over an entire fucking city?
What, are you retarded?
Look, I know this is an old video and he did a follow-up video, but still, like, Drinker, you know the definition of growing up? Like, holy shit.
Understand also that nowhere in the previous Monsterverse films do we see such advanced technology. Everything is incredibly grounded. Like the 2014 film, it's very grounded. Again, it's seen from a human being's point of view. It's very military oriented, and Kong Skull Island takes place in 1973. So when you add these like these Tron vehicles or just all this neon, there's way too much neon.
Well, you know what? Actually, you have a fair point there. There are a lot of times where you're watching this film and you're like, what year is this again? In fairness, the last film, which took place in 2019, did have a couple things that were a bit off-putting, mainly being a Titan mind controller, a humongous underwater base, or just any Monarch outpost for that matter, and a literal flying aircraft carrier. But again, comparing these to this, yeah.
I'm gonna get shit on so hard. I thought the fighting was ass.
Holy shit. What? Sorry, I got carried away there. I hope you have a good day. I liked your Spider-Man video.
And oh look, Kong's been abducted from his homeland and taken across the ocean to America in chains. I mean, there's on-the-nose writing, and then there's next-level stuff like this. I wonder who you're supposed to sympathize with here.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Okay, to be fair, maybe you're right. Maybe they did plan this. To me, in my personal opinion, this on-the-nose writing is really... God damn it. To me, this on-the-nose writing is really kind of out of nowhere. Like, that sort of messaging to me really doesn't fit in a movie. Can you shut up? Really doesn't fit in a movie like this. Sure, Star Wars movies, definitely. Yeah, of course. But not this. Can we also not forget the fact that Kong has been transported off his island in chains in about every single movie that he's been? Again, that's my point of view. That's my interpretation of the movie. Maybe other people did. So I just have to accept that. But you're wrong.
So anyway, the good things. First thing, we're gonna be going from, you know, the little good things to the biggest.
Now, I know we talked about how bad the human characters are, but underneath all that, there are actually good characters. Personally, at least. One of them is, you know, quite obvious because everyone agrees, but another one would be a surprise for some people. Number one, Gia, whose name is,
Kaylee Hoddle.
She is great in this film. She is deaf in the movie and in real life, and, like, holy shit. The scenes with her and Kong are breathtaking. We have a rule now in every Godzilla MonsterVerse film where we have just a tiny human and a monster and they touch noses or touch something. She's up there with the trio of best MonsterVerse characters, I can tell you that. So there's Gia. She's obviously the best human character, and I would expect that most people agree. But my second favorite character would be a surprise for some people. Alexander Skarsgård. I say his actor's name because, you know, I don't remember his character's name because, you know, he's still kind of boring. But I personally liked him in this movie because I have seen Alexander Skarsgård in other movies. And let's just say that most of the times he's a very serious character. The best examples I can give you would be his role in Generation Kill and in Tarzan.
I'm a man now, just like you, except I don't look like a faggot and talk all educated.
So when I saw that he was going to be in this movie in like set photos and leaks and stuff like that, I was like, okay, well, he'll probably be another serious character, which I'm totally fine with that. But when I saw the film, I was surprised by how, you know, he's actually a nerd. I mean, he's a coward. I'm pretty sure they stated that in the film. But I'm just used to seeing him playing these very serious roles, that seeing him being, you know, kind of almost a comic relief. Not straight up a comic relief, but almost. For me, at least, I quite liked it, to be honest. He was actually really good at it. So these two characters I would really like to see in future MonsterVerse films.
So those are the only human characters that I like.
Then I'm the retard.
Next part, new monsters. I do quite like them. We have the Dwayne Johnsons because they turn into rocks.
Do you see me fucking laughing?
Rocks!
We have the Warbats. The Warbats. Warbats. Go flying away. Very cool. I like them. Just goes like this and it goes. Whoops. Very cool. Manila. We have Manila. Don't you dare say that does not look like Manila. Manila. Was it Minya or Manila? I don't care. Hey, we have the Skullcrawlers back.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention these guys.
This is a medical disorder.
Next one. The Hollow Earth. Back to what I was saying. The Hollow Earth, best part in the entire movie.
Oh my god, can we just look at this, please? Ignoring the fight scenes, which are the main reason why we're watching this film, the Hollow Earth is by far the best scene, in my opinion. I am just a huge fan of these fantastical worlds that bend the laws of physics and reality, similar to Inception, Doctor Strange, and a movie called Coma. Very interesting movie, by the way, where again it's the world f***ed up. It's the Hollow Earth, so it is a mirrored effect. The sky are f***ing mountains. The ambience especially is my favorite part of this. This reminds me of 70s and 80s dinosaur movies, like Land Before Time, Fantasia, and stuff like that, where they represented dinosaurs in these very volcanic areas, where literally every shot there was a volcano. I can watch Kong running around this terrain forever. It's like, again, missed opportunity for not putting a f***ing flashback. Just imagine an army of Kongs and an army of Godzillas fighting in this terrain. Like, I know I've already said this, but legendary, please.
An Englishman in an English studio speaking about
Y un escocés.
The fight scenes. Best in the whole Monsterverse. What was it that we wanted for so long in the Monsterverse? Give us a fight. In the daytime.
In the day.
In the day. And they fought in the day!
They fight in the day!
This movie's called Godzilla vs. Kong. So what are you expecting? Godzilla vs. Kong. You're expecting fight scenes. So, this movie's objective is to give me satisfying fight scenes. I could care less about the humans, I could care less about the plot. All I want is amazing monsters with amazing, beautiful effects and have amazing, well choreographed fights. And if you succeed in that, then you have a great movie. At least for the specific audience that you're trying to appeal. Does this movie succeed? Yes. By far the best fight scenes in the Monsterverse and possibly in the last... One of the main complaints with at least American Godzilla films is that Godzilla fights at nighttime or in very dramatic weather. Just, you know, it's dark. There are a total of 3 fights in the day. Pure daylight. And even the main fight that takes place in China is at night. You can still see what's happening. You can still see 2014. So that's already tick number 1. Number 2, choreography, camera work, whatever you call it. Great. It's almost like you get 2 points of view. The scenes where the kaiju seem to be moving super quick and all that, you can interpret that as like we're seeing the monster's point of view. And then the scenes where they're moving slower, that would be the human point of view. I don't care how many times I've seen Kong punch Godzilla, it will never get old. No. That scene where Godzilla just goes on all fours.
Holy moly.
Mechagodzilla just completely f***ing up Godzilla. Just look at that shit.
Tripod. Obviously, the best part in the movies are three things. We will start with the big G. The motherfucker goes through. This movie is the perfect representation of Godzilla going, hey, bitch, you screw with me, I will f*** you back.
Godzilla, you guilt motherfucker.
This is, in my opinion, the best representation of Godzilla that America has done, because first of all, we don't talk about that one, and in the last 2 films, Godzilla has mostly been a good guy. You could argue that in 2014, he was almost like an ambiguous good guy, because it took like the entire movie for the military to realize, hey, maybe Godzilla's on our side. But let's be honest, in 2019, as much as I enjoy that movie, you have to admit that Godzilla is an Avenger. Like, he is a straight up good guy. He's here to kill the big bad 3-headed dragon. In this film, nope. Godzilla's a dick in this film. For the people who like the antagonistic or even straight up villain versions of Godzilla, you're gonna love this one because, you know, he's not the villain. We all know that he's not the villain, but, you know, he's clearly the aggressor in most of the situations. He's the one that's always attacking ships, factories, but, you know, they're still innocent people. And I prefer that more than the straight up good guy because it makes us fear him. Remember in 2014 where he was almost hesitant to destroy the Golden Gate Bridge? Nah, fam. I love how every movie that we've been getting, we get more close-up shots of his face that shows that he's not just a lizard. He has emotions and he thinks.
No le faltes el respeto, gordo mogólico de mierda con discapacidad de visión y de tacto anal, la reconcha de tu madre recluido mental.
I mean, for f***'s sake, the guy laughs.
And just like he's just overpowered. He drilled a hole like a mother straight to the hollow earth. And the way he threw the thing all the way down, it kind of reminded me of Shin Godzilla, which was a nice touch. Good. 10 out of 10, yes. Mm-hmm. Next one. BBC, el mejor puto personaje.
Hey guys, look, he did it! He did a monkey flip! Alright, let's be honest. If I had to choose between these 2 guys, I'd choose Godzilla. That's just me, I prefer lizards. But I do like monkeys, and apes, or gorillas, orangutans. And Kong in this film is f***ing great. he was already great in the last film, and in this one, it's just woof. You just want to give him a little hug. From the beginning, you're just like, okay, this is a Kong movie. He just wakes up. Shrek. To me, the main reason why Kong is so great in this movie and why I think he is by far the best MonsterVerse character, even if I myself am a super Godzilla fan, to me is that he's clearly an underdog. To the people that's saying that, oh, this movie completely nerfed Kong, like he should have had a better chance against Godzilla, yada yada. Can we just open our brains, please? Open our man-child brains here. Kong is literally an oversized ape. That is literally what he is. Sure, he may have big brain, but that's it. Godzilla is a literal radioactive lizard that lived, I think, the Permian period, which was like 250 million years ago. So he's 250 million years old, and he's fought a fucking three-headed dragon. You think this was gonna beat Godzilla? Shit! I mean, Kong, throughout his whole life, had to live alone on an island filled with skull crawlers that killed his parents. Like, he was literally born with his parents dying. Like, that is nerf to you? A fucking baby having to survive by himself? Bruh, Kong is literally Batman. Batman vs. Superman, Godzilla vs. Kong crossover. Come on, Zack Snyder. So Kong is clearly an underdog. And of course, that makes us worry for him because we know that unlike Godzilla, who is a literal f***ing god, Kong has to struggle more with certain opponents. And also, you can see the difference in their fighting styles. Godzilla clearly fights for dominance. He wants to assert himself as the pure alpha titan. Kong really fights for survival, almost to the point where his attacks and fighting are mostly self-defense, really. Another point is Kong's relationship with Gia. It's just wunderbar. Every scene that Kong and Gia are together interacting or, you know, doing whatever, touching tips. Really, if you're gonna have more Kong films, Gia needs to be in it because Gia truly cannot be without Kong and Kong cannot be without Gia. Like, no, sorry for saying this. I've been saying this all the time throughout this review, but it's just true. They should have been a flashback. People are gonna hate me for this, but hey, I'm just gonna say it. I prefer this Kong than 2005. Yep.
This is brilliant, but I like this.
And now,
Oh yeah.
we have a third contestant, motherfuckers.
Oh my god, it's Mechagodzilla. I totally didn't see that coming. It's not like I saw the toy leaks or Adam Wingard himself posting it on his Instagram account. Ignoring the leaks and the stuff that confirmed that Mechagodzilla was going to be in this film. The first time I saw Mechagodzilla on the big screen, I was like...
It's Mechagodzilla.
Design-wise, which I think it was designed by the same guy who made the Ready Player One, which is already an amazing design. This one is just banging. And in context, this makes even more sense. This design is built to kill Godzilla.
Be gone, fuck!
And how did they do that? Just give him big fucking arms. Or her. That's up to you. But they don't only give her buff arms. She's also got shoulder cannon, death ray.
I saw this boat in half!
Thank you for the idea, Spinozilla.
He got propulsion that she can do a Superman punch!
And of course, the dildo tail. So after talking about the monsters, we talk about the final scene. You know, after the main fight between Godzilla and Kong, where Godzilla wins. Take that, bitch. Godzilla's walking around. He's like, hey, where the fuck is Apex? Mechagodzilla comes out of nowhere. He said, hi, bitch. And then after Mechagodzilla goes full Omni-Man, Godzilla's like, what the fuck? They're gonna fight. They have a beam fight! Godzilla gets obliterated. Kong wakes up. Kong beats the shit out of Mechagodzilla, but then Godzilla helps, and they keep on fighting. Godzilla gets his ass kicked again. Kong helps. Kong gets his ass kicked. Godzilla helps, and then Kong goes full 420 with his diamond axe, and then holds Mechagodzilla's head like it's Sub-Zero. So then everything that everyone's happy, yay, we won. Godzilla's like, you bitch. Kong is like, you bitch. And then they're both like, we bitch.
And then the movie ends. And the movie ends.
So yeah, that's the review. This should summarize my feelings for this movie.
You see this title? You see this title? Okay, you like the title? Then you'll like the movie.
What's the other good options they have now in cinemas? I believe they don't have very good options, so...
No, that's not good. If you genuinely like fun monster movies, Pacific Rim, I can think of other ones, you would enjoy this movie. If you like the previous MonsterVerse movies, you'll enjoy this. For me, maybe not my favorite one. My favorite one will probably still be Kong Skull Island, but this movie definitely has the more... God damn it. I think I'd still consider Kong Skull Island as the best overall film of the MonsterVerse because it does have a good variety of monster action and the human characters themselves, they aren't that bad in Kong Skull Island. To me, the thing that this movie definitely has compared to the other films is replay value. Like, there is so much action going on in under 2 hours. This movie flies by quickly. Most movies, it takes a while to build up, and there can be scenes in the middle and towards the end that can drag a movie down. But nope. This movie, right from the beginning, starts with a bang. Okay, fine, Kong wakes up and it's more of a slow pace, but once Godzilla shows up, the movie just flies by to the point where you want to watch it again because you just had so much fun watching this film. Again, this movie's not perfect. To me, its flaws are mostly on the human characters. They can be very lackluster and uninteresting. Millie Bobby Brown's group, Godzilla group, whatever. This movie could have been slightly better if they weren't in it because they really didn't bring anything to the story. So again, the human characters, not really the best. And for some people, that can be a hindrance because, you know, we humans like to look at ourselves. And because I have given up hope on humanity, I am quite happy just seeing a giant lizard and a giant monkey fight. Really, in all seriousness, it's a fun movie that I think anyone could and should enjoy. Like, just have a good time. And hopefully there are more movies like this.
So there's my review. A mess? But
Try to finish this editing video in less than a month, you pussy.
anyway, if you enjoyed the video, if you want to share your opinions, do it. Yeah. I read comments. And if you like the video,
this video has taken way too long to make, almost to the point where I don't feel it's worth it. But hey, if you enjoyed it, please comment, subscribe, share videos. If you have questions, maybe I'll do a Q&A video. F me. I would like to thank Juan, Living Photos. Follow him there. Beautiful photos. And Juan Carlos. Yeah, he's Canadian.